friends, welcome to my channel. So in the today's lecture, we are going to discuss what is one-to-many relationship. Okay, in the last video, we discussed one-to-one relationship. So I already told you that whenever we are going to make database, we are having many number of tables in a database, like table 1, 2 and table 3. Okay, so table 1 and table 2 are connected with one another or related with one another through a relationship. There is some kind of relationship between the two tables. It may be one-to-one, one-to-many, or it may be many-to-many relationship. That really depends upon your requirement, that what kind of relationship you want to make between the two tables. Okay, so now let me tell you about one-to-many relationship. Okay, so let's consider one example. We have one entity, teacher. Okay, we have one entity as teacher, and we have one entity is courses. Okay, so let's suppose we have teachers Neha and Pooja. I am assuming two teachers. Okay, Neha and Pooja. And I have a several number of courses like computer networking, operating system, DBMS. Okay. And let's suppose we have data structure. These 4 courses we are having. So we want to make a relationship between these two entities. So we have to determine that what kind of relationship we need to make between these two entities. So firstly, assume that one teacher. We always consider one. Okay, for one teacher, obviously it is very obvious that one teacher is going to teach many number of courses. Okay, one teacher is going to teach many number of courses. So let's suppose Neha is teaching computer networking and operating system, and teacher Pooja is teaching data structures and DBMS. So one teacher is actually teaching many number of courses. It is quite logical. So one teacher is teaching many number of courses. You will be writing M this side. One teacher, take one here. Okay, one teacher is teaching many number of courses, and one course would be taught by only one teacher. If you look at this computer networking subject is taught by teacher Neha. Okay, so only this teacher is teaching computer networking. No other teacher is teaching computer networking. Only Neha would be teaching the computer networking. Okay, similarly operating system would be taught by only Neha, teacher. It would not be taught by the Pooja or any other teacher. So one course is taught by only one teacher. Take here one course would be taught by only one teacher. Okay. So this way we try to build the relationship between the two entities. Okay. So this is actually one-to-many relationship. You will the computer networking. Only Neha would be teaching the computer networking. Okay, so this is one-to-many relationship. And now let's discuss what kind of entities we have. Whether we have strong entities or we have weak entities. So if you look at teacher, so what kind of relationship we have? So we need to know whether both the entities are independent or one entity is dependent on other entity. Okay, so if you look at teacher, okay, teacher is independent entity. If you are going to delete the teacher entity, then definitely courses would not be deleted. Okay, so both are independent. There is no dependency of one entity over the another entity. So it is a strong entity. It is a strong entity. And this course is also a strong entity. Okay, and let's consider the other side. If you are deleting teachers, your courses would not be deleted. If you delete the course details, okay, if you are deleting the course details, then definitely your teacher detail is not going to be deleted. Okay, all of the teachers in your college will still exist. You will not be deleting the teachers. Okay, so that's why there is a strong relationship between teacher and the courses, because we have a relationship between the two strong entities. So the relationship is what? Relationship is actually a strong relationship. We have a strong relationship. Okay. So now let me convert these two entities into the tables. Okay. And what are the attributes we have? We have a teacher ID. We have a teacher name. And let's assume that we have a teacher's mobile number. Okay. And courses, we have course ID. We have course ID. And we have course name. Okay. So these are the attributes we have. Now what I am going to do, I am going to convert these two entities into the tables. We have a teacher entity, teacher. And what are the attributes we have? We have ID, we have name, and we have mobile number. Okay, this teacher ID is actually the key attribute for this teacher table. Okay, for a strong entity, I already told you that strong entity has its own key attribute, which is going to uniquely identify each and every record of your table. Okay, we have course table, and the attributes we have is course ID and we have course name. Okay, so if you look at these two tables are actually independent. Now there is no relationship between these two tables. This table has its own existence. This table has its own existence. Till now there is no relationship between these two tables. So what kind of relationship we have? We have a one-to-many relationship. So to define the relationship between the two tables, so I already told you that we should have what? We should have one common attribute. And that common attribute should be key attribute in one of the table. Okay. So what I will be doing? I am taking this ID. Okay. I am taking this ID as the common attribute. okay, in this table. I will tell you later that which key attribute we should take, whether we should take this course ID key attribute in this table to make the relationship between these two tables, or whether should I use a teacher ID to make the relationship between these two tables. So when we will be converting our ER diagram into the relational model, then I will tell you this concept, okay, which key attribute we should use. Okay, so now let's suppose we have ID 1 named Neha. Neha has some mobile number, okay. We have Pooja. Pooja is having some mobile number. Now we have a course ID, computer networking. We have DBMS. We have data structure, and we have operating system. So these 4 courses we are having. Now we have to define the relationship, then which teacher is teaching what course. We have to define that. Till now we don't know which teacher is teaching what course. We just have the details of teacher and we just have the details of course. When we will be establishing relationship between these two tables, then we will get to know that which teacher is teaching what course. So this teacher Neha is actually teaching these two courses, computer networking and DBMS. This teacher Pooja is teaching data structures and the operating system. Okay. So now we have actually one-to-many relationship. So if you look at, Neha is teaching 2 courses. One entity or one record of this teacher is related to more than one record of this course entity. This Pooja is teaching these 2 courses. So it is actually a one-to-many relationship. Okay. So one teacher is teaching many courses. One teacher is teaching many courses. Like this. Neha is teaching computer networking in DBMS. Pooja is teaching data structures and the operating system. Now we have to study the relationship from both the sides. Now you look at the course side. If you look at the course side, one course should be taught by only one teacher. Okay. So if you look at this computer networking is only taught by teacher 1, Neha. Okay. This DBMS is taught by only teacher ID 1, Neha. This subject is only taught by Pooja. Okay. This operating system is taught by only teacher Pooja. Okay. So all these subjects are actually taught by only one teacher. So one course is corresponding to only one teacher. Okay. One course is corresponding to only one teacher. You can't make relationship like this. This first course ID is related to only this record of the teacher. If this record is also related to this record, then what does it mean? The one record of your course is related to 2 records entity or your record can participate. So if you look at this first entity, okay, from the teacher side, this Neha can teach many number of courses. I am assuming in this example that Neha is teaching 2 courses, but it might teach in reality more than 2 courses. So the maximum number of relationships in which your one record can participate is actually how much? It is actually M. Okay, so it is actually M. If you look at from course side, how many maximum number of relationships in which your record can participate? If you consider the first record, okay, so how many maximum number of relationships in which this record can participate? It is actually 1. This record can be related to only one record of the teacher. Okay, any entity you can consider. Okay, actually entity means one record. You can call entity as one record. Okay, so you can consider any record of this course table. Each and every entity or record of this course is actually relevant to only one record of the teacher table. So what is the cardinality ratio? From this side it is actually 1. So what is the cardinality ratio? M ratio 1. If you are having one-to-many relationship, then what is the cardinality ratio? The cardinality ratio is going to be M ratio 1. The cardinality ratio is going to be M ratio 1. Okay, 1 to M, the cardinality ratio is M to 1. So we discussed one-to-many relationship. Similarly, you can easily understand what is many-to-one relationship. Okay, so many-to-one relationship is similar to one-to-many relationship. Okay, so we will not be discussing many-to-one relationship. If you understand one-to-many relationship, you can easily get the knowledge of many-to-one relationship. Okay, so if you have any query, I have mentioned my email ID in the description box. You can contact me on that email ID. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.